At the beginning of the series, we are told that Earth is facing a huge problem because it has been infected by the R virus. Animals infected by this virus mutate into mutant animals or monsters, and even unknown new species appear. This virus is able to create very intelligent new species. The world government tries to launch massive nuclear attacks, but they are wrong. Nuclear weapons cannot stop the monsters and instead destroy human civilization. The United Nations then declares a global emergency. As humans face destruction, they build giant walls and create cities as their last strongholds. The era humans live in now is called the Nirvana era. To survive in this era, humans rely on military power and advanced technology. In this harsh world, some humans are born with extraordinary strength. They are called martial practitioners or warriors. Their duty is to protect Earth and fight the monsters so humanity can survive. Here we are shown how powerful a warrior can be during a battle. Then the story takes us back 5 years earlier. We are introduced to the main character of the series, Lu Feng. Humanity managed to survive thanks to the power of 5 major countries that formed an alliance. They were able to move forward from the Nirvana era because of the appearance of heroes called warriors. From their conversation, we learn that Lu Feng wants to become a warrior and explore the old world. But his journey is still long. His current goal is to enter a military academy. Even though his family is not wealthy, Lu Feng never loses hope. His close friend Wen Wen always supports his decision. At that moment, Lu Feng feels that something strange is happening, but he does not think much about it and decides to leave. Soon after, the soldiers detect the arrival of a mutant animal, a black-crowned golden eagle. The soldiers analyzed its strength and discovered that it was an S-level mutant beast. They tried to fight it, but the pilots were killed instantly. The leader then decided to call a warrior to handle the situation. The story then moves to the city, where Wen Wen and Lu Feng are talking about the government still producing antibodies for the R virus. Wen Wen feels that it is useless now, but Lu Feng explains how important the antibody still is. At that moment, a beautiful girl named Shushin appears. Lu Feng wants to talk to her, but he is disturbed by Zhang Haobei. Right then, the golden eagle arrives in the city and causes panic everywhere. Not wanting his friends to get hurt, Lu Feng quickly tries to protect them. The golden eagle keeps attacking wildly and almost kills Lu Feng, but luckily a warrior arrives and saves him. Soon after, the warrior easily defeats the golden eagle. Watching this battle makes Lu Feng even more motivated and strengthens his dream of becoming a warrior. The story then moves to Lu Feng's school. They are told that the entrance exam for the academy will be held tomorrow. After school, Haobei approaches Lu Feng. He dislikes that Lu Feng also wants to become a warrior, so he tries to beat him up with his friends. At that moment, Coach Jiang is watching them. Lu Feng ends up defeating all of them, even though Haobei fights unfairly. Coach Jiang becomes interested in Lu Feng and asks for an investigation about him. The story then moves to Lu Feng's home. He and his family live in a slum area, very different from Jiangnan City, which is full of luxury buildings. Lu Feng dreams of bringing his family to Jiangnan City so they can live happily and enjoy better facilities. He is especially worried about his younger brother, Ahua, who is often alone at home. During dinner, his mother prepares a special meal. Lu Feng tells his parents that he wants to enter the Jiangnan Military Academy. If he succeeds, he promises to buy a house so his parents won't have to sleep on the sofa anymore. Meanwhile, one of Haobei's men is secretly watching Lu Feng's house. The next day, Lu Feng heads to school. On the way, road construction blocks his path. Not wanting to be late, he takes another route, but he is stopped by several people. Without hesitation, Lu Feng fights them and defeats them all. At the same time, the exam has already started. After finishing the fight, Lu Feng rushes to school. Soon he finally arrives, but his teacher tells him he had already arrived late. At that moment, Coach Jiang appeared, and everyone was surprised. Jiang explained the reason why Lu Feng was late. Because Jiang is a respected person, Lu Feng was finally allowed to take the exam. However, Haobei still had another plan. He ordered his friends to cause trouble, and during the chaos, Lu Feng's exam paper was destroyed. With no choice, Lu Feng had to restart the exam from the beginning with less than 10 minutes left. While trying too hard, something strange happened to Lu Feng, and he suddenly fainted. The scene then moves to Haobei, celebrating his exam with his father and uncle. We learn that his uncle is an elite warrior. He promises to bring Haobei into his team called Three Titans. The story moves back to Lu Feng. After waking up, he is visited by Shushin. She thanks him for saving her when the golden eagle attacked. She also tells him that his parents already went home because he had been unconscious for 3 days and 3 nights. Right then, Haobei appears. Because Shushin is there, he acts friendly toward Lu Feng, and Shushin even thinks they have become friends. Soon after, Haobei takes Shushin away. At that moment, Lu Feng is surprised by his own strength. The next day, the exam results are announced. Lu Feng tries to find his name, but it is not there. The story goes back to the previous day when Coach Jiang visited Lu Feng and told him that even though he failed the entrance exam, he still had another chance. Jiang discovered that Lu Feng's punching strength was around 800 to 900 kilograms. He believes Lu Feng has already reached the level of a trainee practitioner, which is the first step to becoming a warrior. Jiang explains that the entrance test for trainee practitioners is held at the beginning of every month. Hearing this makes Lu Feng happy because if he becomes a warrior, his family's life will change and the country will guarantee their facilities. Part 1 ends here. Lu Feng then goes to the test location. There, Jiang introduces Yang Wu, who will also take the trainee practitioner exam. Yang Wu is impressed that Lu Feng is so young, yet already very strong. Yang Wu asks what Lu Feng plans to do after passing the exam. Since Lu Feng is unsure, Yang Wu explains that there are 4 paths for a trainee practitioner. 1. Join the military and protect people from monsters. 2. Join the martial arts hall. 3. Join a company. 4. Become a mercenary. Jiang explains that if they join the martial arts hall, they will receive equipment and a basic salary of 20,000 yuan per month. Or if they, when converted, the salary is around 40 million rupiah or more, and hearing this makes Lu Feng even more excited. The story then moves to the school. There, Xu Xin asks about Lu Feng's whereabouts. At that moment, Wei Wen arrives and tells everyone that Lu Feng is taking the trainee practitioner exam. Back to Lu Feng. They finally arrive at the Jixian Hall. When they get there, they are shocked to see Li An, the warrior who fought the Black Crown Golden Eagle. Head coach Putong brings them to begin the test. Lu Feng starts his exam. They are taken into the old world simulation to fight monsters. At first, Lu Feng feels scared, but he tries to calm himself. Yang Wu is impressed by how quickly Lu Feng adapts. They manage to defeat several monsters, but Yang Wu feels that one monster is hiding inside a building. The story then shifts to Lu Feng's father, who is working at a rich person's house, which turns out to be Houbei's house. Back to Lu Feng, they enter the building to find the hidden monster. Suddenly, something approaches them very fast. After falling, they discover the monster, a golden eagle, an E-level monster. Without thinking, they run away. One participant tries to fight it, but dies instantly. The others try to face it, but fail. Lu Feng also tries to fight the monster but fails and is forced out of the simulation. Coach Putong arrives and tells Lu Feng that he has passed the exam. Lu Feng is shocked and learns that the test was meant to measure his combat ability. When he defeated the massive tiger, his punching power reached 1100 kilograms. He even achieved the highest score among all participants. Putong gathers the successful participants and tells them the next test will be held next month, and it will be a real combat test. The story then returns to Lu Feng's father. He and others are being scolded by Houbei for damaging the house, even though the damage was already there and Houbei is just blaming them. His friends try to defend Lu Feng's father, but they are beaten by Houbei's subordinates. At that moment, Lu Feng arrives and sees his father and the others being beaten. Furious, Lu Feng immediately fights them. Not long after, Xu Xin arrives and sees the police taking Lu Feng away. He is arrested for the accusation of attacking someone in their house, but the police say they will investigate further. Lu Feng feels relieved because his father is not arrested. When the police talk to his family, they are shocked to learn that Lu Feng is a trainee practitioner. Back in the prison cell, Lu Feng finds another prisoner there. The man gets angry because Lu Feng refuses to follow his orders. Arrogantly, Lu Feng says he has already passed the trainee practitioner exam. Even though the man is strong and injures Lu Feng uses his intelligence and defeats him. The man's friend warns that if a trainee practitioner causes trouble, he can be disqualified. Lu Feng realizes that all of this was planned by Houbei. On the other side, Houbei talks to his friend Zhou and asks for help to attack Lu Feng inside the prison. Zhou becomes scared when he hears Lu Feng is a trainee practitioner, but Houbei says he has another plan and Zhou's men are only a distraction. Zhou understands and believes Houbei will bring someone stronger. The story then moves to the prison, where a brutal man named Yang Jingshi appears. Houbei asked his uncle to hire Yang Jingshi to beat Lu Feng. After hearing a tempting offer, Yang Jingshi agrees. The scene shifts to Jixian Hall, where people are talking about the Three Titans team, which is interested in Yang Jingshi. Yang Jingshi is famous for defeating many trainee practitioners. Houbei admits that Lu Feng is strong, but he fears that if Lu Feng meets Yang Jingshi in the next test, it could be deadly. Unless Lu Feng understands Hu Xingxian technique, the main step to becoming a warrior. Someone named Master Serju says he he can feel strong spiritual power inside Lu Feng. Meanwhile, the prison leader Dong Yang is shocked to learn that Lu Feng is a trainee practitioner and receives a phone call from Hu Xing. Back to Lu Feng. He remembers the explanation about practitioners with spiritual power. Spiritual masters are very powerful, but this ability cannot be trained. It is a natural talent. Practitioners are stronger than normal people because the antibody enhances their genetic potential. To maximize it, they must master the Hu Xingxian cultivation method. Hu Xing shows the method to everyone. Lu Feng tries to understand the technique. Even though he fails at first, he keeps trying and clears his mind. Soon, he begins to feel the energy of the universe entering his body. The cells in his body start to evolve. At the same time, young Jingxi leaves his cell, stares at Lu Feng and throws something. A dark aura begins moving toward Lu Feng and attacks him. Guys, that was today's video. How did you like it? Make sure to tell me in the comments below. The next part will be coming very soon, and the upcoming episodes are going to be even more interesting and fun. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go do it right now. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.